Hi, my name's Kim.
And my name's Maggie. We're volunteers at Maindee Library and we're doing a video update to let you know how the refurbishment is going to progress.
Firstly, we wanted to thank you for your ideas and input given to help the development so far. We've well over 100 entries, both online and on the forms that we had inside the library, which has been an amazing start to the refurbishment.
Your input shows we are staying on the right path to building a library that can facilitate the wider Maindee community and fulfil people's needs and work towards our collective hopes and dreams. We're using the Arts Council of Wales approach of ideas, people and places where we test ideas before making them solid.
We've also had our You Be the Architect workshops where local residents were offered the chance to come in and roleplay at being an architect. This was with the support of artist and facilitator Rosie. Here she is talking about that session.
I'm Rosie Pobright and I'm here to run an experience that helps people have a go at being the architect and decide what their priorities are for the funding that they've got to renovate this space. So the idea is that people will end up by the end of this having a much better idea of how the budget works and where money needs to be spent and where they want money to be spent. They'll understand each other's priorities better, and it also gives George, the architect, a chance to understand what's important to everybody who's actually going to be using this space.
It's been a situation in which Sarah and I can be here sharing time with the people who run the space and who volunteer and who make this space happen, in having discussions in a very informal way and establishing, I suppose, more of a shared understanding of what we can bring to the project and what people who are here on a day-to-day basis want out of the project.
What I found really interesting is how people use the library in different ways and how the library supports them with different ideas that they might have now and into the future. And I've really enjoyed talking to people about some of the examples from elsewhere around the world where other people are also doing amazing things, and that has pulled out some interesting thoughts, maybe things people hadn't thought of before. And actually, when we're talking about lots of activities happening in one space, you suddenly realise that the books have called stuff like kitchen and cafe and meeting room and event space and box shop, but actually you start to even combine them. And I've actually spoke to quite a few parents today, because it's an afternoon and they've come in to use the children's library area, and maybe some really important user group of the library are them because there's this really used facility, but also how other things could be tapped onto that. So a lot of the mums are mentioning the fact that they don't have much time for themselves, but actually if they could come here and their children be part of something maybe organised and programmed, maybe they could be involved in something elsewhere in the space, maybe around learning or socialising. It might be desk space or making things, and it was something made you think how new intervention in the space could allow that quite simply, because it's building off what's already happening here.
So what's next?
To start with, our volunteer project board have decided to focus on the smaller rooms of the library because they may require a lot of building work.
We have shortlisted 2 designs for the library's side rooms. You can find them on our blog or in the description under this video. We need you to vote for which one you would prefer by visiting our Facebook page.
You can also come to the library, check out the plans and give us the information that you want, choosing one or the other.
Secondly, we need local builders, carpenters, plumbers and electricians to come forward. Tell us who you are and how you can help make this refurb work for the community. Please contact us at admin@maindee.org.
We want to begin work before the winter, so let's get this moving so we can start the new year with a great refurbished library that even more people can use.